Alright guys, welcome back to another Opera Omnia video where we're going to take a look at Strago, who is going to be getting a rework and his brand new FR weapon. Now we're going to be taking a look solely on his banner and not the other banner, seeing as how the other banner we do not know who is going to be the featured BT for that banner. So because of that, I'm going to hold off and do the exact same thing that I did with the Ash banners and wait until the banners drop, and I'll give a quick overview as to whether or not you should pull for whatever featured BT character that will be dropped on that second banner. So we're going to hold off on that one and focus on Strago, and I'm going to let you guys know whether or not you should pull for his upcoming weapon. So do let me know down in the comment section below what your plans are going to be, if you're going to be pulling for Strago's FR, or if you're going to be holding off until the next banner, which is going to be the Dark Knight Cecil banner. Let me know down in the comment section below, and of course if you guys enjoy it, don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. A big thank you to all of my YouTube members for further supporting the channel. I appreciate you guys greatly. If you ever thought about becoming a member and further supporting the channel, you can either click the first link in the description below or hit the join button below for details on how to become a member. And a thank you ahead of time if you do decide to become one. And a shout out to Red Ivy, Chris B, and Ice for the continuous support. Let's continue on to the video. So we'll start off with Strago's rework. So his skill 1 gains 4 uses. It now deals an AoE HP attack 2 times that gains Brave Potency and allows for 120% stolen max Brave Overflow. His skill 2 gains 4 uses. It now deals an AoE HP attack 2 times that gains Brave Potency and allows for 150% stolen max Brave Overflow. His LD now deals an AoE HP attack 2 times that gains Brave Potency and allows for 150% stolen max Brave Overflow. His Solo Tamasa buff adds a 50% Brave damage up and a 30% HP damage up and stolen Brave damage up. Now with Kimari as his partner, Strago's FR inflicts Break on the enemy group, followed by an AoE HP attack 3 times that deals splits HP damage and cancels the enemy's group break status after each HP attack. Now while active, and where you're inflicting or attacking an enemy inflicted with break, it grants the party a 50% HP damage up and HP damage cap up. Now his FR conditions are as follows: a 20% increase after the party's action whenever the party selects a magic ability, a 40% increase whenever the party at the end of the turn when inflicting or attacking a target afflicted with break, a 20% increase to Strago himself at the end of turn whenever inflicting or attacking a target afflicted with break. So let's talk about whether or not you should pull on the upcoming Strago banner. So we're gonna start off with the side characters now, because in the original JP banners, Yustola was the featured BT on the other banner, and her LD is featured on both banners. We're not going to be talking about her in this video, especially because like her BT was recently reran alongside with the Pinello banner. So if anything, you can go and take a look at the in-game like notices or anything like that for the rework or anything in general that you need to know about Yustola, or if not, just check out the City of Companion, which is where everybody gets their information from. But with Amiditalian though, I mean, straight up, Ami is just a turn deleter. That's pretty much what you're going to be using Amiditalian for. Like, yeah, Ami will be able to deal damage and whatnot. Ami does provide some party ores, but nothing like too crazy. It's just more like to like add on top of whatever other party ores you have. But Amiditalian's main role is going to be a turn deleter, and that's literally about it. That's really all you need to know about Amiditalian. Now with Strago, he becomes a better magical DPS character. He's not going to be like some of like the top tier DPS units that we got going on right now, but for him being an FR only character, he does become a much better magical DPS. The additional HP attack that he gains with his skill 1, skill 2, and his LD ability, as long as you have his Solo Tamasa buff active, which triggers his abilities twice, except for his FR, because I don't think it works for his FR, will make his damage output so much better. Like, especially with his EX ability, like if you can somehow make it, whether it be with the Bahamut summon, whether it be with a call ability, like Anna Crow's call ability, which has a 20% chance of filling up your EX recast gauge, then yeah, his EX ability is going to be his most powerful attack, totaling 8 HP HP attacks in total. So he can definitely dish out some damage if you set him up properly, or just overall in general. Like he can definitely do the damage that you want out of him. Now he is able to break and re-break targets, which can definitely help you out with like trying to cancel out like enemies brave. If you are trying to have a little bit of turn control, then he has the ability to do that with his skill 2, his LD, and then whenever you activate his FR, then it pretty much does that as well on that attack. Like I said, he can trigger his abilities twice with the Solar Tamasa buff, so you want to make sure that you keep up with that buff. Make sure that it is always active on Strago, so that way the damage output is going to be there. Now his FR conditions, they are very easy to meet, but the one little thing that you do have to work around is that with his FR, you pretty much are going to pair him up with magical characters, so that way you can gain that additional 20%. Without it, then you're going to be missing out on that. The second condition is whenever a teammate, except for Strago, breaks or attacks a broken target, that's a 40% increase, and then a 60% increase whenever Strago himself breaks or attacks a broken target. So in total, when you look at it, every other character will be able to get about 60 to 70%, and then for Strago, he'll be able to get about, what is it, between 80 to 90%, depending on like which abilities that you are going to be using. So like overall, like his FR conditions, they are easy to meet. You are a little bit restricted when it comes to the characters that you are going to use if you are trying to meet all of the conditions. If not, it's perfectly fine to have like your one support character, like take example Penelo, to actually go in and use her Fatal Dance, right, which is not a magical attack, but like it's still going to deal damage, especially for an FR that has some pretty good percentages if you're going to be focusing on that. But like overall though, Strago is not a bad character whatsoever. He's definitely a solid character to have in your roster of FR characters. Is he necessary to have? I don't really think that he's necessary. Like if you have ways to be able to control the enemies like Brave, or if you have way, and I mentioned controlling the enemies Brave because like when it comes to like break and re-break with Strago, it's pretty obvious that the enemies are more than likely going to be broken throughout the entire fight. But I mentioned Brave control because that'll definitely help you out with that. But in general, also having the ability to turn control is good to have. But in general though, if you have ways to make it much easier to be able to break the enemies with like any character in general, or just being able to make it so that they don't be gaining Brave like crazy or anything like that, I would say you could probably hold off on Strago. But if you want a solid character, a fun solid character like Strago himself, then I would say you can easily pick up his FR, build him up, do whatever it is that you want to do with him. But I don't really think he's like necessary to have. But he is a good with the upgrades that he's about to get. I do think that he becomes a much better character than what he was previously. But for me myself, I'm probably gonna throw some tickets just to see if I get it or not. It's not really an FR that I'm going to be chasing too hard for. So but other than that though, guys, that's pretty much gonna be it for the video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, if you're gonna be pulling or not, or if you're gonna be holding off until the next banners drop. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff if you enjoyed it. And a big thank you once again to all of my members for the continuous support. I'll catch you guys in the next one.